Hey guys, I wanted to take today to talk to you guys about a couple different recipes and the eating plan in general. I know a lot of us have been struggling with getting in green containers. I know that's usually the hardest part for me, and I know from the messages that I've been getting from you guys, that's usually the hardest part for you guys. So I wanted to do a little bit of brainstorming today to figure out how we can get in more vegetables so that we're on track for our vegetables, because those are so important in making sure that we're reaching our goals. So I have my green container list, and I want to share with you guys some of the things that I do most of the weeks that I stay on track. So most of the weeks that I'm staying on track, I need to get in at least 4 vegetables. And I know for a lot of you, it's more like 5 and 6. Some people it's even 8. So that's a lot of vegetables to be eating all day. So one of the ways that I like to get them in is to, first off, every single day I have a veggie omelet. And that's going to have 1 serving of green. That's going to have 1 green container of, I usually have sweet peppers in there, mushrooms, and onions. Those are usually what I have in my very first meal of the day. I've got some greens in there. The other way that a lot of people get in extra green containers is by adding spinach to your Shakeology. I know it sounds disgusting. I know. I don't particularly like spinach by itself, but in a shake, you don't taste it. I mean, obviously you're blending it. Like I have a Ninja, so my blender does an amazing job. If you have a weaker blender, it might not do as great a job, but spinach breaks down pretty easily to where it pretty much just changes the color of your Shakeology. It doesn't change the taste. That's kind of the beauty of spinach. So I would say every single week, getting a bag of spinach and just having it ready to go, and every single day doing 1 green container. And if you're really struggling, I've never tried 2 green containers, but try adding 2 in, and maybe, getting a ton of extra vegetables in that Shakeology container, or in that Shakeology with the green containers. The other thing I really like to do, I love to snack on vegetables. So I cut up sweet peppers all the time. I cut up sweet peppers, have those ready to go. In the summer, this time of year, in the end of winter, they're not as delicious, but I love snacking on tomatoes. Grape tomatoes are like my favorite. They do count as a green container, even though they're technically a fruit because they have seeds or that. So I've been told, I don't know. I just love to eat them, and they're on the green container list. The other thing that's great to snack on besides sweet peppers are carrots. You can, and I don't know, I need to do some research on it, but the baby carrots, I'm not sure how genetically modified they are, just because carrots come from the ground in big carrots. So I just don't think they grow as little carrots. But that said, it doesn't matter. It's just in here as carrots, sliced, or 10 baby. Even 10 baby are on here. So carrots are a great thing. Snow peas are amazing to snack on if you've never tried snacking on snow peas. Some people like cucumbers and celery, just chopping it up. It really does come down to meal planning and prepping and making sure that these are on your grocery list. Just making sure that you, no matter what, have tons of veggies on your grocery list. What I typically do is I either do one of 2 things. One thing, certain weeks I'll be on a salad kick, and I will just go get a ton of lettuce, and I chop up a ton of lettuce, and I will eat 4 green containers of pretty much lettuce and a couple other vegetables, and I'll just make myself a huge salad and eat it all at once. That's how I like to get mine. If I'm making sure, especially if I'm working a 12-hour shift and I know I need to get them in, I just put them all in 1 container. Some weeks I am on cauliflower and broccoli kicks. I've found that I really like cauliflower and broccoli when I broil it in the oven with just a little bit of salt and pepper and a little bit of oil. So obviously that's a teaspoon as well. And so I will just bake up a ton of it in the oven. I just put it in the broiler, and I do 5 minutes, and then I'll turn it around and mix it up. And then I do another 5 minutes, and I mix it up, and I see if it's, real soft, because I like mine soft. And if it's not, I'll do it just another couple minutes, but typically within 12 to 15 minutes, it's done, and I can just package it in a bunch of different containers and have it ready to go for the day. And I use pretty much a big baking sheet, and I put foil over top of that, and that's how I bake it. And then I just take the foil off, and I don't even have to clean the pan. It's that easy. So those are some of my favorite ways to make sure that I'm getting in extra green containers. Typically, you guys know me. I'm really simple. I don't like to meal plan. I just don't like to do it. So I pretty much just plan my dinners. My days every single day are pretty much the same. I start out with a veggie omelet. That is 1 red and 1 green. And I usually do half of a blue of cheese. So that every single day, no matter what, that's pretty much what it is. Every single day for my shake, I typically do a scoop of Shakeology, a banana purple container, so red container, purple container, 2 teaspoons of Crema peanut butter, all natural peanut butter. So it's 2 teaspoons, and I'm losing track. Peanut butter, banana, Shakeology. Greek yogurt, and 1 red of Greek yogurt. So I've got 2 reds, 1 purple, 2 teaspoons, and then ice and water. And I don't count my almond milk as a yellow. I don't do it. Autumn has talked about it before, I guess, in different forums where she doesn't count it as a yellow. And the more research I've done, almond milk is pretty much just some fancy water with a few extra vitamins and minerals, but I need calcium. So that's why I don't count it as a yellow. And let's see. So that is a lot of my containers every single day. I usually have veggies that I need to get in. I always make sure that I only have 1 more protein to get in because I struggle with getting that protein in too. So typically later on in my day, I will snack on veggies, or I'll make sure that my dinner is very veggie strong and a little bit of protein. So that's how I do it. Now that said, and like I said, I haven't had any yellows up to that point because I don't count my almond milk as a yellow. So I save my yellows for dinner. I really do, because I like carbs and I want them at dinner. So one of the things that I would tell you is in this book, there are not very many recipes. I actually don't know if I've ever done a single recipe out of this particular book that I have right here, because they're kind of boring in my opinion. I've done the seasonings. The seasonings are good. The seasonings are good, I will say that. But I haven't made any of these meals. You guys can go to my website, SamanthaMarlette.com, and I pretty much have created every meal that I pretty much make. And I'm always searching Pinterest, just like I encourage you guys to do, to try to find different meals to try out. That said, I will tell you, if you are Beachbody On Demand all-exclusive member, or just Beachbody On Demand member in general, the 21 Day Fix Extreme has a ton of recipes in it. And they're obviously all, portion control approved, and they're delicious. They're so, so good. When I first did the 21 Day Fix Extreme and I, was planning out making a meal plan, pretty much every single meal came from that recipe book. So that recipe book, I would highly suggest, if you have Beachbody On Demand, you have access to it because it's in everybody's library. So just go to 21 Day Fix Extreme, search the eating plan, scroll down, look through those recipes. They are amazing. So that's pretty much what I do and what I would suggest that you guys do as well for making sure that you guys get your green containers in. If you guys have any other questions about it, feel free to reach out, but I know that you guys can do this. It takes time, it takes patience, it takes practice, it takes screwing up and getting back on track all over again. I do that all the time. I have good days, I have bad days. It's just a matter of focusing in on how you feel, how your clothes are fitting, how your body is changing, and what results you're starting to get. Because as you start to get those results, it starts to become more motivating. Like, yeah, I need to keep eating like this. It's not a hard way to eat. It's really just focusing on food as fuel. And then at dinner time, I really get to indulge and make some delicious, healthy recipes from that 21 Day Fix Extreme book or the website. The meals that I posted on my website are pretty much all 21 Day Fix approved. So if you have any questions, just let me know. Keep crushing it and get after it this week, guys. Have a great one. Bye.